Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, MidPokeMaster here, and today we're going to be doing the Week 6 Team Builder and Battle of NSTL. So this week we're going up against the Cleveland Bros, which they are currently 3-2, and we are currently 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is Week 6, so 1, 2, 3. We're 4-1, so we're doing pretty great so far. So, if we keep this up, we could probably we'll most likely make playoffs. As long as we don't lose like every other game. So, his team consists of Landers, Therian, Clefable, Jirachi, Keldeo, Delmise, Tredagon, Zoror, Pyroar, Regice, Slacking, and Mega Manectric. He's had some big ones. Yeah, he's had a 4-0, a 5-0, and a 3-0, and he's only lost 0-1 and 0-3. So it's like, he's done great, but he could also do better with those losses. Well, with the 0-3. So, I feel like I have a pretty good matchup this week. So I'm really excited to see how this battle goes. So, first one I'm bringing, as you can see, is Earhart the Salamence. When I copied over the team into this computer, it wasn't the nickname version, so you know their nicknames, you know what they're supposed to do, you know what they look like, but if they're shiny or nicknames, so I'm not gonna go and fix that. So this week I'm bringing a Stellium Z set. Intimidate, Roost, Iron Tail, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and enough speed to Sweet Tail with Jirachi. Stellium Z is to hit just like Clefable. I don't want to bring Flyinium Z and then think I need to use on something else. My team does not have the best ways to deal with Clefable offensively, so I thought this would be the best way to deal with it. Because I'm not going to use Stellium Z on anything else. Except maybe Regice if that does come. So I would rather keep it just for Clefable. Dragon Claw just to have stab and hit almost everything but the Clefable. And then Earthquake to hit the Jirachi, because that thing can just wall me. And I still can't believe he got Jirachi round 3. So next one we are bringing is Moondeck Thurcacelia. With Leftovers, Icy Wind, Psychic, Moonlight, T-Wave. This is just max defensive, so I can deal with things like Landorus and Tredagon. Because Landorus can get out of control, so I felt like this was the best set. And T-Wave some of his faster things like Jirachi and Keldeo. So if they are Scarfed, we just dwindle that. They're no longer useful. So, next one we were bringing is Skippy the Galvantula, Choice Specs, Compound Eyes, Thunder, HP Ice, Bug Buzz, and Volt Switch. After seeing how many little teams have switch-ins to Choice Specs Galvantula, I'm really starting to love it. It's enough speed to speed tie with Keldeo, then just max offensive. Thunder hits everything on his team for good damage, besides Assault Vest, Delmise, and Landorus. Even Mega Manectric takes quite a bit from it. So if I just want to predict switch into something like Delmise, I can just go for Bug Buzz. And if I predict the Landorus, I just go HP Ice. So I feel like Galvantula is gonna be really useful this week, just because of how hard it's gonna hit with the Choice Specs. So next one I'm bringing is Dane the Megalophony. Fake Out, Ice Punch to return, High Jump Kick. Like most ones, enough speed to speed tie with Mega Manectric, and then just max offensive. Fake Out does a lot to Mega Manectric in his team. Ice Punch for Lando without Yachi. Return just for good stab. And then High Jump Kick just for another good stab to hit things like Slacking and Pyroar and Regice. I'm really trying to go offensive this week, not crazy defensive. So, next one I'm bringing is Mrs. Sass the Salazzle. Black Sludge, Substitute Flamethrower, Sludge Wave, and HP Ice. Every time this thing comes in, it just kind of picks up a kill. Because what really wants to switch in to a combination of Flamethrower, Sludge Wave, and HP Ice on his team? Nothing really. So if I predict him to go for a switch, I can just go for a sub. And hopefully that'll work out because I'm not the greatest with going for sub. I've never been good with the sub. I know it's hard to use, but it's really useful when you get to use it right. So I'm really hoping Salazzle can put in some work. I've brought it a few games and it hasn't really picked up any kills except for week 1. But I'm just hoping that Salazzle in these last few weeks can truly shine. So the last one I'm bringing is Reese's the Dolphin. Assault Vest with EQ, Gunshot, Ice Shard, and Knockoff. This set is to deal with a Mega Manetric because I do not have the greatest switch-ins outside of a special Cresselia, but as you know, I'm bringing physical. So, EQ, Gunshot, Ice Shard, Knockoff. Gunshot is for Clefable. EQ is to hit everything but Landorus. Ice Shard is to get, so if I'm not intimidated, I can do a lot of damage to that Landorus with Ice Shard. And then Knockoff just to get rid of opposing Pokemon's items that try to switch in on me. Which isn't, so I predict him to go into like a, so let's say he's in Omega Manetric and I have my Donphin. I can predict a switch and I can just go for Knockoff and get rid of some of these items, which can be really useful. So, I really like this team this week. I really think we can win, so let's see how we do in the battle. So as you can see, he brings his Keldeo, his Clefable, his Mega Manetric, his Jirachi, his Landorus, and his Dhelmise. I was going to do this live comm, but my power went out when I did the battle. Well, the day of the battle. So I had to go to my grandma's for most of the day. So I had to do it on my laptop where I couldn't really record while I was at my grandma's. So here's the post-com. So everything he brought really did make sense. So I'm just going to lead with my Galvantula just to get some Volt Switch or Bug Buzz pressure. So I see Dhelmise, so I just go for the Volt Switch until that he smacks HP Assault Vest. So I go into Soundmates where he can't do anything to me. Because I'm intimidated, so he goes for Anchor Shot. So he probably predicted Flyinium Z, so I just went for Dragon Claw. So I go Donphin, because what's he gonna do to me? He just goes for a Toxic, which just takes care of the incoming Cresselia, so I knew he was gonna switch there, not wanting to take an Ice Shard or an Ice Fang. So I go for Knockoff, and see that get rid of his Assault Vest, and go for Gun Shot and kill. That crit didn't really matter, but I'm just happy that we hit it. So he goes for, so here, I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So here, after I kill, we see that he goes into Keldeo. So I do counts and there's no way I'm really any sort of hit. So I'm just going to go into Cresselia, because what else would I do? So he was predicting a Salamence switch in, but nope. So here, I go for a T-Wave, as he goes for Toxic, but I miss, which was a big deal, because I was trying to cripple this, in case if it was a Scarf, because Scarf Toxic is a thing. So he goes in and make him an Electric, so I predict a Lando switch in, so I go for Ice Wind, so this thing is no longer the fastest thing. Any of my faster mons can outspeed it. So he just goes for a T-Bolt here, so I go for a Psychic. So, to get a good amount of damage. Here, he goes for a Volt Switch. So, he goes into his Jirachi as I go for another Psychic. Now I'm going for Moonlight here, trying to gain back health, so maybe I can switch in later in the game. So I want to see what kind of Jirachi set this is, if it's like Stealth Rocks or like Wish Protect or Calm Mind. So I stay in and I went for the Keyblade, and I tell that he's max attack because of that Iron Head. So I switch into Mrs. Sass, the Slazzle, and I switched out of Cresselia so I could use it as death fodder later on. So I go for set predicting maybe this thing is Scarf. Nope, it's not. So I just go for Flamethrower, because he can live it, but it was just, I wanted Chip on this thing. Boom. So Mrs. Sass, the Slazzle was gone. But it did what it needed to. It did a lot to that Jirachi, which helps let most things come in and kill. So I just come in on this and go for a high jump kick and get a kill, which is incredibly useful. So he switches in his Landorus here. So I thought he would predict me to switch, so I just go for Ice Punch and see he's Yachi. As he goes for a Rock Polish, which was super scary. So I switch into Celia to sack it off, as he goes for just regular Fly, which really surprised me. And we know he's not Z-Fly, so it was really weird. So Cresselia is down, which was perfectly fine. I go into Donphan and just go for the Ice Shot. He goes into Keldeo, and we see that this thing is now leftovers. I was pretty sure he was. And I did count. So the only way he could kill me if he was like choice specs. So on here I just go for Bug Buzz because I just need a chip on it for Mega Lock to kill it. And there's no reason to click Thunder when there was still Landorus. So now Landorus is gone. He goes into his Clefable. I go for Bug Buzz to see what he wants to do again, and he goes for Calm Mind. So I was like, I need to switch into Salamence here, because there's no way he's going to go for a Moonblast on this turn, and he can just stall out and go for Calm Minds. So he goes into Soft Boiled. So if he was max HP, max defense, it was around like a 50% chance that he would live that, which was insane. So let me just pull up the calc real quick, because I was thinking, there's no way. Because there's no reason for him to switch. He probably didn't predict. He probably predicted Flyinium Z, so nothing wanted to switch in on that. So Salamence, level 50 with Iron Tail. It was actually a 56.3 chance to kill that Clefable. And I just needed the damage off so Mega Lock could come back in and kill it. So he goes in his Mega Miniature, and I'm just gonna let this Earhart die because there's no reason for me to keep it around, as everything is faster than it and can kill it. So I just go Mega Lock, and I went for the Fake Out because that was gonna kill. Well, not kill, but do enough to it. So I go for High Jump Kick and kill this. So I feel really good that I'm gonna win this battle. So I switch into Donphan. Actually no, I switch into Galvanic Shield, letting it die. So Donphan can come back in and Ice Shard. I wasn't doing calcs at this point because I knew I was just gonna win. So I go for Ice Shard. Because HP Price, and he doesn't kill because I'm a Soul Best. So I can just go for another Ice Shard, and I pick up a 2-0 win. So now we are 5-1, and this is incredible. Because now it means we're ahead of all the league, except for there's one guy that's undefeated. So this is incredible that we're like tied for second. Yeah, we're tied for second. So we have a good chance of making playoffs. And by tied for second, I mean out of the whole league, even Diamond, because there's one person there that has not lost yet. So we're over here tied for second of the overall leagues, which is incredible because this league is full of amazing battlers, and I didn't think we'd be doing this great. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want notification whenever I upload, click that little bell in the top right corner. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.